Good morning. Welcome to First Local Mornings for Thursday, January the 7th. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. We greatly appreciate you taking time out of your day to join us.
Good morning. How are you? How are you? How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Fabulous.
Yeah, it's still pretty warm outside.
I'm like, fabulous. It's freezing.
Oh, it's not that cold.
Oh.
I mean, it's above.
I disagree strongly.
It's above seasonal anyways.
I left my spoon in my coffee. That was weird.
Yeah, well, you can spoon it instead of drink it.
I get to spoon this morning.
Yeah, try not to spill that way.
Oh my God.
No Ford today, no Trudeau today, nothing so far from anybody who's a politician in this country.
Excellent.
Which is interesting since
not in this country anyways.
Yeah, well, yes, there was a lot of political stuff going on south of the border. Mm-hmm. Fun times in Washington last night.
Yeah, right.
And we're going to see up here, our mayor is going to be wearing something.
Oh, right, but that's in the sports section.
Yeah, we're going to hold off on that.
Yeah,
I know. Our mayor is going to be wearing something in a future council session.
Yeah.
That he probably doesn't want to wear.
Yes, he lost a bet.
Yeah, he lost the bet to the mayor on Sault, Michigan side. And we will get to that a little bit later on, but he will be wearing something very interesting. Moving along.
It's not his birthday suit.
It's not his birthday suit, yeah. So we'll be able to air it.
All right, Spooner. Thank our sponsor.
Yes, okay. Thank you to Huron Superior Catholic District School Board.
Yes, you did it.
They are our sponsor right now. And they want you to know that you need to go and register your kids for kindergarten in particular. Because they need to know how many kids are going to show up in September if school ever happens again. And then also, if you've moved into the area, you need to register your kid as well, regardless of what grade they're in, so they know your kid's showing up as well.
Awesome.
So make sure you can go to our website, click through on the banner, or you can go directly to the Huron Catholic Superior District School Board's website, and you'll be able to click through onto the registration page.
And thank you to Casey Security for your sponsorship as well. Yes. Also, before you start talking, I'm interrupting you. Mm-hmm. We have 9 more subscribers needed for our YouTube page for On TV and Sue Online. So
for the magical 1,000?
For the I forgot that part of the story. We need 9 more to hit 1,000.
We just need 9 more. Yeah, we're not going to tell you why. We just need 9.
Oh man, 9 more to hit 1,000. So head over to our YouTube page, subscribe, please, and that's going to be our goal for the end of this week. I think we're going to reach it at the end of the week.
Awesome.
I don't think he sounded too confident in me. I know it's tomorrow, but I'm confident in our viewership that they'll do that.
Yeah, okay.
I'm also confident that you can't go to the Sioux Area Hospital anytime soon because they have just reinstated their visitor.
What a segue.
Thank you very much, sir. He reinstated their visitor restrictions due to the rise in COVID-19 cases that's going on in the city, which we'll also get to very shortly. I believe you're doing that one next. This begins tomorrow, January the 8th. That's when they were supposed to lift the restrictions currently in place. They are just putting them back into place. And there was my home for 2 months. I feel a little
nostalgic.
Yeah, it is nostalgic. You're absolutely right. Anyway, the only people allowed in would be mothering those about to have a baby. Anybody who's going to the pediatric. Yeah, I think so. Pediatric patients undergoing urgent surgery, long stay patients. Basically, you can't go to the hospital unless you're laying in a bed, and you cannot go visit anybody who has COVID-19 unless it's in a circumstance whereby it's death is
on the doorstep.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Which fortunately in Algoma District we haven't had a death yet to COVID-19.
Thankfully. So. Now it did say if you are in palliative care at that point at the hospital, they will allow one person in, but it says to contact the units in the wards, but the answer is going to be no. So.
Yeah, most likely.
So that happens tomorrow.
Yeah, and also you can only enter through the main entrance as well.
Yes, and you have to do your screening.
And do all the screening.
When I go for my therapy, it's like every day. Did you travel outside of the country? No, I was just here 24 hours ago. But, they do.
Did you not watch me on television yesterday? I was on there for like 14 hours.
How do you remember my giggle and smile? How did you remember? Anyways, what's going on with the COVID numbers here?
Yes, okay. We've popped up 10 cases, but it's not as bad as it sounds.
I think that sounds pretty bad.
It is, but the silver lining here is that 8 of those are through contact tracing.
Okay.
Which means we're doing our contact tracing and actually catching people.
Okay.
Now with the 8 of those individuals, we don't even know, they might just have COVID in their system, they're not actually feeling even sick. So it's actually a good thing that we're catching these contact tracing cases, because they might not be coughing or having any of the other symptoms of COVID.
Silver lining,
Exactly, and then walking around the community spreading COVID, and they don't even know it. So it's a good thing that we're actually catching 8 of the 10 cases were from contact tracing. So that's actually a really good thing. I know 10 more cases is not good, puts us up to 39.
I know, I get where you're going with that now, and you're absolutely right.
But however, if you think of the 39 cases we have, almost half have been caught through contact tracing, which means what we're doing is actually working here in Algoma. So this is actually a good thing. In one sense, that we're actually finding people before they're out spreading COVID, because COVID's a little different than the regular flu. Regular influenza, you are contagious for about 2 days. COVID, you're contagious for about 5 before you actually develop symptoms. So the sooner we catch these people with contact tracing, the less we're going to have of people going out in the community and community spread and not even know they're spreading it around.
Okay, good.
There's a little bit of a silver lining there.
Yes, I do agree.
And then the other 2 is of unknown origin, which means community spread. Also, there is a flight to be concerned about. On December the 28th, if you flew from Toronto to Sault Ste. Marie on Air Canada flight 8330, and you're in rows 3 to 9, or were served by the flight crew, you are considered a close contact. And through contact tracing, Algoma Public Health has gotten to all of those people. Now, we don't know if they're one of the 8 that have come out as through the contact tracing or not. Could be a different case. And in the last 14 days, there has been COVID cases reported in both Central and East Algoma. Algoma Public Health split the entire area up into 4 areas. So one of the areas is Central and East Algoma. That's actually one area. And they've had cases in the past 14 days. And then also Sault Ste. Marie area, which is here with us, has had also cases in the last 14 days. And we have 39 active cases, as I mentioned.
39?
Yes. And we, in total, have had 104, which means 65 have been resolved. And we have 1 case of COVID-19 of someone who's in Algoma who doesn't live in Algoma.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yes, which might mean hospitals in Southern Ontario have been overwhelmed. Maybe they've transferred someone up here.
Well, I think we knew that was going to happen anyway because of just what you just said there. I know in London they are having a huge issue, and they're... Yeah,
Burlington just put up a field hospital. They're doing one down in Windsor as well, I believe. It's not constructed yet, but they're in the building it.
Okay, well, I got a juicy story here about Algoma Steel, who has no comment on their COVID cases.
Oh, what we broke during the morning show yesterday.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, I heard that phone call.
Yeah.
They were not happy that we released the information.
They were not happy.
Yes, they were not happy.
But they did, in a phone conversation with SiouxOnline.com, you stole my starting line. Algoma Steel had no further comment on COVID cases confirmed in their plant memo. Manager of Corporate Communications, Brenda Stenta, was the rep that reached out. So she's just responding to don't have any further comment beyond her statement and the memo, which is posted to SiouxOnline.com. Basically, this was a memo that came from President CEO Michael McQuaid to the employees, stating that there was
3 cases
in the plant, but not to worry because these cases, they were secluded, they were on their own.
And they were contract workers.
Yeah, and they were contract workers.
Yeah.
It was sent out 3 days ago.
Yes.
And to all employees. Well, then that got leaked.
Yes.
To us, and we have that.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, like we were talking about yesterday, like these people, they made coffee.
Went to the bathroom.
They went to the washroom. I'm pretty sure they go to the washroom and their shift in the day. They go through.
Everybody pretty much does that.
A door. When we have time, we run quickly and go to the bathroom.
Commercial breaks.
Go to the door. You know what I mean? Like, so how the heck wouldn't other employees be concerned? And why were they trying to keep that out of the news? Or away from APH?
I heard the conversation. It was put onto speakerphone, so I actually heard the conversation.
Man with the goods over here, eh?
Yeah, and they were actually kind of really mad that we actually released the information because it was private company information and not meant for the public.
But
and now they're trying to find out who leaked it. Not going to happen. We're not going to talk.
I know, but it's not about who leaked it. It's about transparency and letting the community know.
Yeah. Congratulations to Tim Hortons, who actually came out. Tim Hortons here in town and said, look, we had a case. We deep cleaned everything. We took every precaution. We put our employees home for 14. They closed it down.
Yeah,
They're back open now because they've done the deep cleaning and everything. So congratulations to Tim Hortons. But then Algoma Steel is literally mad that we told the public that there was cases there. So that gives you an idea of two different companies.
Man, I could talk about that for a while, but
Yes,
shouldn't we talk about what happened in Washington yesterday?
Interesting things.
Yeah.
Okay. For those not living under a rock, Joe Biden won the election, and that means Trump lost. Now, Trump has never actually sort of formally conceded that he lost the election. He thinks it was stolen. And so do some others who showed up in Washington, D.C. yesterday.
Yeah, now that part's not funny. I'm just, the way you started that was funny.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, you literally have to be living under a rock to not know.
Hey, did you hear that Ivanka Trump called them patriots?
Probably.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I thought that was...
No, that's okay. Pandemonium erupted yesterday on Capitol Hill with an angry wave of Donald Trump supporters who overwhelmed the police barricades. They flooded in the building. Lawmakers fled. Staff members hid under their desks.
It's so scary.
These are just jaw-dropping. There's a man wearing a Make America Great Again hat with his feet up on Speaker Nancy Pelosi's desk. Trespassers went into the Senate. The Capitol Police reporting their service weapons at people. Someone was shot, taken to hospital. That person actually later died overnight. And helicopters, police sirens, thousands of others cheered and celebrated news of the breach, waving flags, firing flares into the air, popping smoke grenades atop the Capitol balcony.
Like, what were they thinking? What was their plan here?
I don't know.
Well, they clearly didn't have one.
I mean,
but
I don't know if they thought this was a coup or something. Like, do they honestly think if they take over the Senate chambers that all of a sudden that, like,
I don't know.
They're in charge of it?
Let's go in, a bunch of Republicans fly in, and then that way Donald Trump doesn't have to leave the White House? What? I don't understand. And it was extremely sad that someone's passed away because of it. And not only that, can you imagine working there? Like that's
people
and
had
being
to
in the
lock
being in the
themselves in
building.
their offices.
That's terrifying.
They were told to be under their desks because apparently the desks are pretty much shot-proof. Like if the gun gets fired at the desk, it won't go through.
Okay.
Apparently it's a safety thing. The desk in there that in case something like this does happen, or a terrorist group takes it over, you can actually hide under your desk. And the desks are apparently some of the desks are actually bulletproof.
Yeah. Well, welcome,
I'm sure
Craig.
You can't pick that up at Staples.
Yeah, no. He's so funny. Good morning, Craig. How are you today?
Oh, not bad.
Not bad. All right. We don't need to get under our desk.
We hit 2.3 degrees yesterday.
It was
wow,
nice yesterday.
Getting really
nice
precise there. 0.3. Wow.
Yeah.
2 1/3 degree.
I think it's 2. I'm just gonna get out of your shot.
It wasn't. We didn't break a record. That was 7.3 in 1946. But hey, we'll take 2 degrees in January.
Okay.
Let's take a look outside and we'll see what we're in store for today. Mainly sunny skies today. Temperature's going to be a little cool, but not really terribly cool. We're going to be dry for the next 7 days at least. So temperatures and the clouds are looking pretty good. So we'll have your weather coming up right after this.
Whether we're dreaming, walking, or talking, whether we're playing, sharing, or caring, how similar we are, stronger together we can be. Make a wish for wildlife, or 2, or maybe 3. Donate today at giveagifttowildlife.ca.
And welcome back to First Local Mornings for Thursday, January 7th. Thank you very much for joining myself and Colette this morning.
Thank you.
We have a bunch of Facebook shout-outs.
We do, but we want to thank Huron Superior Catholic District School Board for their sponsorship. Oh, rolled off the tongue.
Oh, look at that.
And
So if you
Casey
practice
Security.
something for 45 minutes, you can get it right.
What's going on Facebook?
Okay, we got a bunch of good mornings. So good morning from Tammy, Vanyo, Kathy, Ineki, Nicole, Margaret, Connie, and your parents.
Hi, parents. Hi, Mom. Hi, everybody.
Lori.
Thanks for watching.
And Lori wanted to tell us to get the story straight. It's Antifa and others posing as Trump supporters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so those weren't Trump supporters. They were just people pretending to be Trump supporters.
Oh, right. Okay.
Okay. Good. We got this right straight now.
Thank you.
Thank you
and
for
also, at our YouTube channel, we are 9 short of 1,000 subscribers.
Yep.
So we encourage you to go to our YouTube channel. You can find that on SueOnline.com. Go to On TV and click our YouTube channel and go there and find out what's going on. Then you can watch Chris and I all day long because we're recorded there.
Yep.
Anyway, we've got to hit weather. Let's find out what Craig has in store for us for the next 7 days.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, you'll need some sunglasses, but you'll also need a toque because it is going to be cool out there with wind chills today. Mainly sunny skies today. Light winds, though, adding to that wind chill, about -10 to -15 is going to feel like that. But the sun's going to feel nice. We'll take a look at the overnight lows tonight. Dipping down again tonight. We have -8, but we could actually feel like -22 with that wind chill later on tonight. -12 in Elliott Lake, -14 in Sudbury. We'll take a look at the satellite shot and show you what's going on. And really, there's not a lot going on because we have high pressure here, we have high pressure here. This system is working its way around us. We have a system building up the eastern seaboard. We may see some flurries from that come Sunday morning, but really nothing to speak of. We don't really see substantial snow in our forecast for at least 7 days right now. So we'll take a look at the 3-day, and there you go. Well, we have a little bit of snow for Sunday, as I mentioned, but for tomorrow, mainly sunny skies with a few clouds. Temperature is about -4, which is just above seasonal. Above seasonal for Saturday with a mix of sun and cloud. And again, we have some cloud moving in for Sunday with a little bit of flurry activity. Really nothing to worry about. That's your weather now. Chris and Colette will have more coming up.
There's something in this picture you're not seeing. It's called radon, and it's a naturally occurring gas. You can't see it, taste it, or smell it, but it's the leading cause of lung cancer after smoking. Radon can leak into your home undetected through cracks or gaps in the ground floor. Make sure you're safe from the risk of radon exposure. With a simple test, radon leaks can be detected. Visit lung.ca to learn more about how to protect your home from radon gas.
20 years ago, a little friend of ours got a lot of attention from Canadians. The idea of a tiny hippo that could actually be living in our homes got us talking about how easy it is to be fooled by what we see. Today, the internet is full of things that look just as real. In our digital world, we need to think smarter and double-check before we believe anything we see. Find out how at breakthefake.ca.
It's a fact that many older homes contain asbestos. When you cut or disturb asbestos, the fibers can get into the air, and that's just plain dangerous. Today we know that breathing in asbestos can cause lung cancer as well as serious lung diseases. If you plan to renovate, don't touch things that may contain asbestos. Leave it to the pros. They know what they're doing. To learn more about asbestos and your lung health, go to lung.ca.
I am Audrey.
And I'm Leah.
Leah inspired me to play hockey. The War Amps has helped me by giving me my devices I need to play hockey.
Audrey has an amputation similar to mine.
What does yours do? The stick clicks in it.
My device from the War Amps allows me to shoot a lot better. It rotates like a wrist, which helps a lot with shooting and stick handling.
When I score a goal, I feel really happy.
And welcome back to First Local Mornings for Thursday, January 7th. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. Thank you to Casey Security for your sponsorship, Algoma Marketplace, and also Huron Superior Catholic District School Board.
Nice.
They want you to make sure that you go and register your kid for kindergarten this coming September. Go to our website and click on their ad, and they'll go right to that registration page, or you go right to their website and click on the registration link. Awesome. Put your little kitty into school in September.
Give yourself a break for 8 hours.
Yes. You finally get to have some personal time.
It's like when they turn 4, it's like, yes.
Yeah.
YouTube.com/Sue Online on TV is where you're going to go today. And you're going to subscribe. And we're going to hit 1,000 subscribers. I know it. On Monday, I'm going to come in, and it's going to be what I'm going to open with. Last night with the... actually, no. We're going to start with the Mares. Let's start with the Mares.
Yes.
Okay.
Big loss for the Mare.
Due to a losing friendly wager over the USA versus Canada, I can't even talk about it. IHF junior hockey game 2 nights ago where Canada fell short 2-0 to the Americans. In a friendly wager between our Mares, or the Mares in Michigan, Sault, Michigan, and Sault, Ontario. Because Canada lost, the Mare has to wear a jersey. What kind of jersey? Oh, I can't even say it. He's going to have to wear an LSSU Laker jersey. So that's Lake State Superior University. And if Canada had won, their Mare was supposed to wear a Greyhounds jersey. But, you know, in the spirit of good fun, I guess, we will accept that and wear that Oh,
and
there
the
we go,
mayor
that
can
story.
thank us for that, Mayor Provenzano, because we went to Mayor Gary first and said, hey, would you like to do a friendly wager with Mayor Provenzano?
You signed up the mayor before letting him know.
The American mayor made the post online that the American mayor was making a challenge to Provenzano. And of course, Provenzano had to accept. So if there is a silver lining to Canada losing, it's the fact that the mayor has to wear a jersey because of stories we did. That's so fun.
That is fun. Not fun that Canada lost, but it is nice. It's nice to see our twin cities.
It's nice to see them do something lighthearted.
Yeah, no, for sure it is. And there's a lot of crap in politics, so it is nice. So way to go, Mares, and you know, good for Mayor Provenzano.
It shows personality on both of them too. That they're willing to be good sports and do these sorts of things.
It does. For sure.
Yeah.
And also, I want to start open with sports. Last night, the Raptors played the Phoenix Suns, which is weird because Phoenix used to be one of my favorite basketball teams before the Raptors came to play. But anyway, the Raptors coach, Nick Nurse, called the events in the last 2 days just completely disturbing in what's going on. So because of what happened, the teams met at center court yesterday, and we have some shots of that, or a video of that. They met at center court, linked arms during the singing of the Canadian and U.S. national anthems, just in reaction to that tumultuous day that happened yesterday and supporting presidents in the violent mob that was trying to support President Trump. So I found that was a great sign of solidarity on both teams, as well as, you know, Americans and Canadians coming together.
Was Phoenix the one that Canadian player was really short played for?
I don't even know.
Steve something. Steve Nash.
Steve Nash.
Did he play for Phoenix?
Yes, he did. I used to be
But he was really short, wasn't he?
By any NBA standards.
By NBA, well, I don't mean he was like 5'5".
Sorry, when you say, I'm like thinking,
by
NBA
really standards, he was short.
Yeah, and he was an
excellent player. He was like the best player in the league at one point, wasn't he? Like pretty much.
Yes, he was. Correct.
See?
Very good. And very impressed.
Yeah.
I just want to point out the Raptors did lose 123 to 115 last night, but in my opinion, they won because they both teams won by starting off a game like that. Again, so Coach Nick Nurse, he called the events just disturbing, and it was actually their captain Kyle Lowry who met with the Suns guard Chris Paul before tip-off and brought the idea up to him, and that's how that came to fruition. So congratulations. And I do know that we have some hockey and basketball starting tomorrow for Lake State Superior. Yep. Speaking of our
yes,
Mares
ice hockey and basketball this weekend.
Ice hockey and basketball. But we're going to have all our Michigan sports and local sports tomorrow. But right now we're not going anywhere. We're just going to go to a commercial break. We'll be right back with some more news and weather.
See you in a minute.
For all those times. Every 3 seconds, someone will develop Alzheimer's, a fatal disease that steals your memories and makes you forget the people you love most. Fortunately, there is hope. Today, researchers believe a cure is just a few years away.
It's okay, Daddy, you can go. Just go.
For just $9 a month, you can fund research for a cure and make history by ending this disease.
We are at war with a virus, and healthcare troops and first responders are on the front line fighting it every day. Let's join the fight by staying home. Staying home is not a retreat. It's the most brave and aggressive weapon we have against this enemy. Because when we do stay at home, we help prevent overwhelming our hospitals while buying time for our scientists to find the vaccine. And that is how we beat it.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Colette, I think. This is Chris and this is Craig. Thanks to here on Catholic School Board, District School Board for your sponsorship. I made a mistake. In Casey Security. And YouTube, go to youtube.com/Sue Online on TV and subscribe to make us hit 1,000, please. We are going to dive into, after weather, dive into the lockdown. What's going on? Is it going to be lifted or not? We have more information. Well, we're going to talk about it.
Or try.
Okay.
But you have to tell us what our 3 days is going to look like, right?
Let's keep this real quick then.
Okay.
Well, this is your 7-day forecast.
Okay. Oh, I screwed up the last time then.
That's okay.
Yeah, all right.
What you see is what you get. We have sun, we have cloud, we have temperatures hovering around freezing, which is really nice, and we have a little bit of snow coming in for Sunday, nothing to worry about.
Okay.
Okay.
That's it.
Wow, that was fast.
That was fast. There's nothing going on in the weather. I can't talk about it.
Okay.
Well, let's talk about the lockdown because it lifts tonight at midnight.
Yes, we had our 14-day lockdown that started on the 26th of December, Boxing Day. Obviously, 1 week was last Friday. 2 weeks is tomorrow, which means at midnight tonight, there's no lockdown, apparently. Right. And we have scoured to see if there's anything from anyone from the Ontario government making any sort of announcement today, and there's
nothing.
Ford does not have anything scheduled at all. There's not even a scheduled meeting for anybody other than Ford. Like sometimes there's COVID briefings that Ford's not in.
Yeah, nothing.
That have medical officers of health and things like that.
I thought we would hear from Stephen Lecce, who is our Minister of Education today, clearly to push back. So, okay, did you forget about the North here, people? Because we've got 40 cases in a week. And now we want to send our kids back to school? Yeah,
and we're, like, literally, there's nothing that has come in to talk about the lockdown. Now, Quebec did a lockdown starting last night with curfews and all kinds of stuff.
Well,
but Ford hasn't even scheduled a press conference today about this.
Which is so bizarre because he does so well to protect this province. I feel like he does
going on
since COVID. But it's like, you know what, it's okay in the North, they have less, and yes, we take good care of ourselves up here. But if you consider the amount that we've had in 7 days, that's the concern. And to send our kids back to school on Monday is absurd, in my opinion.
You're allowed to have an opinion.
I do. Not too many people listen to my opinion, but anyways. But what they did launch yesterday was an innovative testing program at Pearson Airport.
Yes.
Which the Premier has,
because the federal government didn't. He asked the federal government to do it and they didn't.
And they did not. So if you're traveling, you're going to have to get a COVID test. If you stop anywhere in other provinces, you get COVID tested. Anyways, I know they do it in British Columbia. But yeah, so the program is voluntary and free border testing pilot program at the International Airport in Toronto. That was the announcement made yesterday from Premier Ford. With over 60,000 international passengers coming into Pearson Airport every week. How is that even possible during a law shutdown? That's why they're putting this pilot project in place. They can then take that data.
60,000 a week? That's almost 10,000 a day.
It's ridiculous. They can then take that data and say, yo, Prime Minister,
time to do something.
Let's do it. So at least he's doing that. But Premier, we want to hear from you about the Northern Ontario lockdown, please. And have a great day. Thank you to our sponsors.
Yes, and have a fantastic morning. We will come back on the air as soon as we know anything about the lockdown, and also check our website, SueOnline.com. We'll get stuff up as fast as it comes into us.
Subscribe, YouTube, subscribe. Have a good day.